Good evening to you. More of morning. Wonder why you can't see me. YouTube acting up again. Oh, okay. I had to refresh my screen. I've partially been shadow banned on YouTube. How is your evening going? I don't know. I don't know. Apparently they said there's some states in the U.S. It's illegal for animals to fight each other. It was on the street. It's not like I made them fight. I appealed the decision, and your decision stands. That, you know, it said YouTube is an American company and being based in the U.S. They had to give me a suspension. I was like, ay, ay, ay. It is what it is. Suspension for 90 days, and I had to take a class to get the 90-day suspension. That sucks, but what can I do? Not my platform. I know it's illegal to make animals to fight and use it for entertainment purposes. I had to take a class on your policy and procedures, you know, YouTube policy, in order to get a 90-day suspension, because it was supposed to be for 6 months. But because I took the course, they reduced my suspension to 90 days as opposed to 6 months. It is what it is. Wash this rice. It is what it is. What's me gonna do? What's me gonna do? I hope your health is going well, though. Let's go then. I was not even charging a fee. You know, the sad thing is that I made that video. I just thought it was funny, right? Just to show that, hey, inflation is everywhere around the world. They were fighting on the streets, and my admins saw the video and thought it was so cute. They sent it to me. I was like, oh, I'm gonna share it so we can all have a good laugh, right? But hey. It's like the turkey's got the last laugh, right? Can't do that. Okay. Amen. You will get it. I believe you will get it. Why you pray for that? I pray for strength. Oh yeah, they've been with me for a month and a half. A month and a half. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy. It wasn't easy before. It's definitely not easy now. I believe I like to wake up in the morning to a clean kitchen. No. I don't know how my grandmother did it back in the day. Like, but back in the day, they managed, you know. She was married and her husband, family, but in a second wife. Oh my God. Things were different. There was a polygamy home. And grandma said things were just different. You know, she not had a cold wife. She was evil. I always said she was evil. God knows if there's one thing, no, I get it. I get it, once in a while, but not everywhere, right? At least not everywhere. And I'm just one person that I don't know how to cook in a dirty kitchen. So if I leave it like that, I'll wake up in the morning and I'll maybe do what I need to do. Ay, ay, ay. Sometimes, sometimes, to not lie, sometimes. I've just come to understand everyone's different, right? Everyone's different. I like to do it every day or every other day, sometimes 2, 3 times a day. My phone charger? Nope. Nope. Never found it. And one thing I can't stand are sticky countertops and sticky cabinets. With having little kids, even when I don't feel like cleaning, I found myself wiping cabinets, doors and stuff. I love my mom. She keeps her house clean, but her cabinets, man, I tell her, I said, her cabinets, so you clean everything but your cabinets. I'm like, do something. Everything but that. And to add more fun, right? To add more fun to it, my dishwasher broke. Like, yeah, everyone's sleeping. That's like a luxury if I get to go to bed at midnight. That's all since like 1 or 2. My sleeping pattern is always resolved. And then I wake up early in the morning, and then during the day, I find myself getting like a 2-hour nap. That's so refreshing if I'm lucky to have one. So, my dishwasher is broken, and because of constantly opening and closing, my refrigerator in the kitchen is not working. So everything in there, and I make breakfast, the rest gotta go. A washing machine broke, and it's been broke, so I need a new different washing machine. And my electric stove that I just bought, one of the large burners don't work. When that quickly happens, the other one is on its way out. So mentally, I was drained today. I was gonna go to the laundromat to do laundry, and then I said, let me try to find a replacement washing machine online. I did, but then when I came home after picking up my aunt, found out that the freezer in the kitchen, freezer slash refrigerator doesn't work. I just lost it mentally, and then I went upstairs. My head was pounding. I said I need to lay down. So never made it to the laundromat. Never made it to pick up the washing machine that I was gonna buy. So I have to replace the dishwasher, refrigerator, a stove, and a washing machine. I'm even afraid. I'm worried buying new appliances with the kids. I'm worried. The last time I bought a new stove, it didn't work out well in my favor. And a new dishwasher didn't work out too good. I'm worried that if we make the investment in buying new appliances, I'll end up regretting it. And the warranty is always crap. You have to wait for them to ship it out and then bring it back to you. And in the meantime, I can't wait for them to ship it out and fix it to get me a different one. So after a set of new ones, we just decided to start getting older ones. We decided to start getting older ones online until the kids get much older, to where we can buy all new appliances and then they'll last longer. My head was pounding. Ay, ay, ay. I was just like, yeah, God. When you want to hit me with it, you don't just hit me with one. You just hit me with all of it from every single direction, right? Like, bang, 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 bang. I was like, what a perfect time for you to do that. Yeah, I'm coming. And here just woke up. Yeah, you get hit from every single angle. I have to go get there. Then I'm gonna sweep. These dishes and countertops are done. The house is not too dirty because I kept up with it. Come on. And it's crazy. It's crazy. That's just, you're right, that's how it always goes. When you're gonna get hit, you hit so hard, you get hit so hard. It's always so hard. It's always so hard. Oh, the tablecloth's dirty. Like, it's like when we traveled almost 3 years ago to Africa. While we're in Africa, before we traveled, we filled up the our freezer before we traveled with lots of food, and my aunt was always working, so she didn't even know what was happening. The table was sticky. I'm cleaning the table as I talk. She didn't know what was happening in the basement. That's when we had our appliances in the basement. Um, she One day she decides to go downstairs because she wants to get, yeah, it's so hard. It's so hard. Like, you take 2 steps forward and next thing you know, you're getting pulled back again. My aunt goes downstairs to get something, a pack of meat to make dinner for herself. At that time, she was the only one at home. Brandon wasn't in the States yet. I took the tablecloth off. I gotta try to do this around here. And when she went downstairs, she said, "Oh my God, it stinks down there." Well, come to find out, my freezer downstairs broke. That was almost 3 years ago. And so when that happened, she opened it. All the food that we had bought and filled up the freezer. So when we came back from our trip from Africa, we wouldn't have to worry about food, right? Everything had to be thrown away. We get a phone call in Africa letting us know that, hey, the freezer broke and the food stinks. It's defrosted. The basement stinks. What do you want us to do with the food? I'm like, you gotta throw it away. I don't know what you want me to do with food that's no good. So all the food had to be thrown away, right? And that was that. Thinking, hey, that's just one storm, right? And that's it. Nothing else is gonna happen. Oh boy, was that wrong. We get another phone call, right? 3 days before we could come back. 3 days before we were scheduled to come back to the States, that our house was leaking. Water was leaking in the family room, the kitchen, the bedrooms upstairs, the bathroom. Water was leaking everywhere. Why was water leaking? My aunt was trying to save oil during the winter, okay? Because we use oil. And she didn't realize that we had the heat on before we left at a moderate temperature. So she turned the heat off. Motherhood will make you develop some skills. I'm cleaning the table with one hand while holding the baby. She didn't realize that doing that, right? She turned the heat off, right? And the pipes froze. So when she turned the heat off and decided, I try to do the tablecloth with one hand. She came home one day and she said, the house was so cold. I decided to turn back on the heat, right? Turn the heat back on. Oh, wow. She turned the heat back on. The day was supposed, well, 3 days we were supposed to come back. Well, guess what? The house, the pipes had frozen, right? And well, that's when water was leaking everywhere. And she said, I don't understand what's going on. She didn't know any better. So she turned it on, she went to bed, and then got up at night, had to go to work. So she left for work, only for her to come back home, and everywhere was almost flooded. Right? Water was just leaking everywhere. So what did she do at that point? She called us. We had to go to the neighbor's house, knock on the neighbor's door. My neighbor came and shut the water off, turned off the heat. So then when we got back to the U.S., we came home, there was no heat. So we had to stay at my mom's house for 2 nights. We stayed there, and my neighbor had to come back, and he did something. This was like in the middle of the winter, like December. My neighbor had to do something for us to get temporary heat. I can't forget the term he used. So he did something, and we turned on the heat downstairs, but not upstairs, because the pipes upstairs were messed up. They were all busted. So then we had space heaters upstairs to help us go to bed. But for 2 nights after returning back from Africa, we had to sleep at my mom's house. And then, with the house being so cold and waiting for the space heaters to finally kick in and get the temperature nice and going, in the process of that, the kids got sick. Ay, ay, ay. Life just seems to hit me every single angle when it wants to happen. So, but yeah. But that insurance, fixed it. And of course, knowing insurance, they don't just fix things. They'll fix it, but there's always a fee. Your policy will end up going up. I cleaned the table. Your policy will go up. So that's what happened. When they fixed it, that's what ended up happening. So yeah. So what I'm saying is because with almost, I think at this point it's almost every single appliance in the house that's, down. Except for the freezer. The stove still works, but the big burner doesn't work. The other one works. But that's always bad news because once one goes down, it's only a matter of time before the other ones go down too. Right? Yeah, it does. Insurance helped us fix it. Try to put him down. Alright, I put the other down. And I just got that stove. I can never win. Just could never win. That's why. Just can never win. The goal is eventually to switch over to gas, right? And my mom said she always had to switch her stove because of cooking so much and that we cook a lot. That when you cook a lot, those electric stoves don't seem to hold up. So the goal is to one day switch our lines over and have gas so we can get a gas stove. Ever since she switched hers over to gas, she hasn't had that problem. Or maybe even to propane, because we don't have a gas line here in this neighborhood. So you want to try to switch it over to propane or something. Propane is sort of like gas, I guess. She says she always had to change her stove, always. But life just seems to happen all at once. It just seems to happen. Only God knows why it happens that way. And like it's some sort of a test. Because of the freezer being bad. Look at this. We're gonna have to wash this in the tub. The towel was put there because the water was leaking. appliance that I have gas. Oh yeah, gas is really good. Electric is just terrible. If you're someone who cooks a lot like we do, electric is terrible. In the evening, yeah, evenings are best to clean. For me, even when the kids were at school, it's always good to clean in the evening. But I have to mop, so I have to sweep the other room. I'm gonna sort this out tomorrow. I just hate to see Melvin scattered around everywhere. Don't you just love it? Oh, these people. You know what? I'm gonna sort this mail later because yeah, YouTube tends to get so many people live streaming. I hope it helped. I always have to like get out of the live and then come back again. It's always a pleasure to chat with you. It makes me and people find social media weird, but again, some don't understand that at times social media is like this live streaming. Mentally, they help me. Not to say I can't function out of social media, but it's just, it's good that it's there. I like that it's there. I can definitely function without it. It helps. Let me just put it that way. It helps a lot. Definitely helps a lot. Some people would be wondering why she helps. Obvious. Streaming. Yes, it helps. It helps a lot. Getting these toys out the way. All of Maddie's shoes are small. I need to get new shoes. A Teddy. When I'm home though, I manage to keep the mess under control with the kids. Like kind of the bigger shoe and stuff like that. This is kind of soup that room. I gotta swim. Oh, please go have yourself some good night rest. It was really nice chatting with you. You have a busy day. Go have yourself a good night rest so you're nice and well rested. your comment before you go. Alright, good night, Miss Kathy. Oh, Mrs. Kathy, good night. It's good chit-chatting with you. Just this room and then a quick mop. And then I should be in bed by 3. I gotta wake up in 3 hours still. Ay. I gotta do this. Mop real quick. Alright. It's time to go.